Welcome to Aussie Nomad Destinations. Follow us as we caravan our way around Australia. This is Ed and I'm Bec, and we're finding you the best free and budget camp spots Oz has to offer. Fishing, crabbing and hiking our way through this awesome country. For notifications, click subscribe and hit the bell, and that will keep you up to date.
So today we left Fortescue Bay and travelled to Franklin, situated in the Huon Valley. We are staying at the Franklin RV friendly site. The cost is $15 per night. There is drinking water and a dump point on site. No water connection, you have to go over to the tap and get it. And it's right on the river. There are, I'm guessing, about 20 to 25 spots. You just grab a bay, they're clearly marked on the ground, and they come and collect the cash in the late arvo or early morning, like 8ish. There are electric or gas barbecues in the park next to the camp, as well as picnic tables and toilets, and bins scattered throughout the grounds. There's a great kids' playground. There's a little road noise, but it's nothing too bad. Up the road you'll find a wooden boat centre and some of the cutest old wooden boats. Oh my gosh, it's just lovely. I could live on that forever and be a happy girl. Today we are heading up to the mountains, to the Hartz Mountain National Park. It's about 40 kilometres or 40 minutes from Franklin through Geeveston, and it had been raining all night. The mountains were leaking and there were little roadside waterfalls everywhere. Next minute, smack right in the middle of the road was a quoll. This was my first quoll sighting. It seemed super quiet. I'm not sure if it was sick or not, but I decided it was best to get it out of the middle of the road before it got run over. It was so cute.
Cool, hey, they even put wood there for you to make your fire. That's so good. Be nice and cosy. And a barbecue.
A swag up there.
A swag?
I said set a swag.
Oh, set a swag, yeah. 100%. How good's that? Right then.
So we are off to Waratah Lookout, and it's about only 100 metres, so it shouldn't take us too long. Old mate reading the sign. That is fair flowing through there. We are a long way up, and it's about 8 degrees, so it's a little on the chilly side. And today there was a roaring waterfall right next door to it. I'm not sure if it's there all the time, but we are winning today. Still doesn't wait. Off we go after him. Can't believe that there's such a good waterfall here and you can't even see it from the deck. Yeah. And you see that gushing through there? So we are just about to do the Arve Falls lookout, 20 minutes return. They haven't seen us in action, will take us about an hour. So we are off to Arve Falls Lookout. Is that how you say it? Arve? Best to be wearing good shoes, I'd say. I feel like a frog jumping puddles, because there's a lot of puddles. They built a path. You just can't walk on it because it's 6 inches deep in water. I think they need to sort out their drainage. Now we're just walking through slosh. That's a bog hole. The water's just coming up out of the ground. It's a fairly good path. It's fairly flat the whole way. Loving it. Only been a couple of steps so far. Ah, little baby fungi. Look at that on the side of that. It's tiny, tiny, tiny. And off we go again. Those tiny little things. How cute are they? They would be just half the size of a pea. Now it's turned into a little pigsty and it's just all mud. So we go from a rock scramble and mud to a boardwalk. Perfect. This is my kind of living. Unreal. That's so loud. How loud is that? This was a pretty easy walk, just a little downhill and a few steps. But a pretty waterfall. Lucky it had rained, it was fair roaring as well. So we made it to Arve Falls and it is fair flowing today. Unbelievable. Back to the car we go. If it's a downhill, it's got to be uphill on the way home. We had lunch in the best hut of all time, and I forgot to video it. National Parks does such an awesome job here in Tassie. Today we're heading to Cockle Creek, Tasmania's most southern tip. It's a bit the same as Cape York, but at the other end. We are at Catamaran Beach. birds. Can't see any seals. There's people over there on the beach. There's a red dotted jetty. We are at Cockle Creek. Well, that says Cockle Creek. We didn't get to the most southern point, as it's a 16-kilometre walk from the car park. That's a bit too far for us oldies. We were going to bring the van down and stay a couple of days, but once we found out how far the walk was, we decided to do a day trip. At least at Cape York you only have to climb that little hill. So we opted to check out the whale on the point. Whale walk, 10 minutes return. That can't be too hard. There is people out here, I can hear them. This is a creation of the southern right whale. Go look at him. Oh, look, he's just right here. A celebration of this. Oh, it's very beautiful. You're made out of brass. Let's go home. Right whale. Yeah, people write their bloody names on it. Of course they do. Cheers. Yeah. Catch himself a salmon for dinner. And someone's kayaking up the creek up there. Yeah. So many fruit trees. The apples are so delicious. I must have eaten a ton of them. And he waits, and he's still waiting. Spends his whole life waiting. On the way home, we spotted this big blue boat pulling into port. After a Google search of the name, it seems it's working for the salmon farms. We have seen about 4 or 5 of them. There must be some good money in salmon. Lucky I have shares in the salmon farm. Off we set, found another jetty to go for a toddle on. How's this poor old boat? I'm not sure what happened to it. So that's it for Franklin. We have been here for 3 days. It's been a great campground, and we are heading off to Gordan today and then over to Bruny Island maybe tomorrow. So we'll catch you at Gordan this afternoon. When we got to Gordan, it must have been blowing 50 knots. I thought our van was going to blow over. Tomorrow we're off to Bruny Island. I can't hardly wait. Anyway, this camp is right on the water. There's a kids' playground, barbecues and bins, and exercise equipment if that's your thing. A slot for your camping fees, it's $5 a night. A dump point and toilets. So we came down from Franklin yesterday and spent the afternoon up at the Bruny Island ferries checking out how to get the caravan on this morning. Spent the night at the Gordan Recreational Grounds, and now we're off to Bruny Island. Let's do it! So that's us for this week. Next week we find a Bruny baker, go to the Southern Ocean, and spot a couple of white kangaroos. Be kind, stay happy, love your life, and we'll see you next Sunday at 6 a.m. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment. YouTube will love you, and so will we. See ya!